guys, Gemma here and back again for another episode of Games You Must Play. And it dawned on me that I've only done one episode in which I talk about PlayStation 3 games. Now, if you are not familiar with the playlist, this is not really about AAA titles, may not even necessarily be hidden gems. It's kind of somewhere in the middle for titles that really do deserve a little bit more attention. So I know Uncharted, I completely get the Uncharted series, The Last of Us, things like that. Sometimes I'll mention them, but don't, kind of be put off if AAA titles aren't in this list. I just want to talk about some games that we need to kind of play a little bit more, and some of them you may never have heard of, so I actually really like this playlist because you guys may get something out of it, and I definitely get something out of it in reading your comments below because I always ask for recommendations. I like this to be like a community playlist where we all recommend games that we should be playing a little bit more. And today we're talking about the last generation of gaming with the PlayStation 3. And I've got three really juicy titles for you guys. In the last episode, I think I talked about like 3D Game Heroes, Enslaved, things like that. And a lot of you guys have never heard of 3D Game Heroes, so yeah, if you've not played it, go and Google it, get it played, get it bought. So without further ado, let's talk about my first game. It is a JRPG. There's a website, there's a link on my website which I'll link in the description to read the full review. Guys, let's take a look. Alright guys, it is Tales of Xillia. Absolutely awesome game. This game was my first experience with any Tales game, and I really spent so much time playing this game. And I love the battle system. For me, the battle system is where the core of this game really comes to fruition. It's not turn-based, it's based on free movement. And I really liked the part where you realise your main character. I played through as Mila. You can link with other characters in your party, so you can basically kind of get some ultra combos in battle, and it does a really good job of drip feeding the benefits of linking. And each character in your party obviously has different abilities, so it depends on who you link with as to what abilities come through in combat. So for me, the combat system is really versatile. It's really fast, it's really fluid, it's really easy to pick up, and I found alongside that, your skill tree with your Lilium orbs, it's so easy to use. Now sometimes I can be really put off in JRPGs and in Western RPGs with complex menus, complex skill trees. I've said it, and if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that it is one of my pet peeves, complexity. Make it simple, stop being so complex. And I was worried going into Tales of Xillia that it was going to be overly complicated. I was a little bit put off, I prejudged it. But don't prejudge it. Tales of Xillia is a really easy game to pick up. If you're not familiar with the Tales series, I think for me it was a great start, and I would encourage you definitely to go and check Tales of Xillia out. Now if you've played it, let me know. The world is absolutely stunning, the art style is fantastic, it's an incredibly charming story, and everything is given to you, the linking, it's not something you can do straight away, it kind of comes later on into the game, so you kind of feel like the more you play, the more you are rewarded. And I think that is awesome. There's none of these bullshit microtransaction crap. It is all about your ability and the time you spend with the game as to how many rewards you pick out from Tales of Xillia. Now I know there are better Tales games out there, and I know some of you may disagree, but nonetheless I want to hear from you in the comment section below. Have you played it? Would you consider playing it? And share some of your experiences with me, because somebody else might take something from you good people out there as well. So guys, let's take a look at the second game on this list. Now I said this is not about AAAs, but something blew me away the other day. Before I tell you what game it is on this, somebody said they never played it, and I was like, what? But I guess not everybody plays it. Guys, it is Bioshock 2. Now you may think that the first Bioshock is way better than Bioshock 2. For me, Bioshock 2 was my first introduction to the series. I found it, again, similar with kind of Tales of Xillia, very kind of endearing, very charming. I love the art style, I love how creepy it gets in places, I love the dialogue between some of the NPCs and the protagonist. I just find it the Rapture just to be just such a phenomenal place, and some of the underwater scenes absolutely blew my mind. I really like as well the nice kind of balance between the different weapons and powers that you get. I just fell in love with Bioshock 2. Now, when it came out, I didn't go anywhere near it, but actually, when I picked it up really late on. I think like Infinite may have even been out. And I was like, wow, you know, it's another one of those learning curve moments as a gamer, not to judge a book by its cover, not to kind of be put off. And this is again why I love this playlist, because it's about just, you know, pushing these games a little bit more and maybe opening our minds a little bit when it comes to gaming. Bioshock 2 taught me that. Bioshock 2 taught me that. And I just, again, I've said it before, I love the colour palette, love games where I can just feel a complete loss in reality. Bioshock 2 is awesome, love the characters, love the dialogue, love the art style. Go and get it, guys. If you've not played it, let me know in the comments. Third and final PS3 game in this episode. I was so deeply torn on what to include on this. Now again, I know there's somebody out there going, why didn't you mention GTA 5? It's way obvious. GTA 5 is an awesome game on Xbox 360, PC and PS3. This game, it is a PS3 exclusive. It is by Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch, guys. I'm gonna go with Infamous. Infamous is a freaking awesome game. First game in the series. For me personally, the series lost its way as it progressed. But Infamous, for me, you can pick the dark side if you would, and the good path, And depending on which side you pick, you accrue karma. Good karma, bad karma. In the game, it looks kind of red and blue, you know, on your karma scale. And there's various kind of missions to do over the city. It's an open world game, but there is some lineage in that, you know, you have to, there is like a main quest that you have to progress through, but you can go off and just help like random people in the street. You know, you can generate some good karma depending on the choices you make within the mission. Now I love that. Choice-based game for me is really where it's at, because I like freedom in my personal life. I like freedom, so if I get some freedom to go at a game and play it the way I want to play it, then I'm instantly hooked. That's kind of more, I don't really mean that for the retro stuff, because a lot of find retro games are quite linear, but you know, your PlayStation 3s and upwards, loving the fact that you can make choices in games and make them your own. And Infamous does just that. Now, I really like the kind of sense of isolation at times, because you play the role of Cole, and you are like in this cool city. It's got loads of personality. There's loads of different random noises going on. There's loads of different places you can go. Back alleys, streets, bridges, you know, shipyards. It's really awesome. It's very diverse. The map system again and the menu system is quite easy to navigate around. Completed the game a few times, did it the good way, did it the bad way, and like I said, really looking forward to the second game when it came out, but I felt really let down by it. Didn't like the city, didn't like the colour palette, didn't like the change, it felt very different, but nonetheless, the first one for me is really absolutely awesome. So I know many of you out there would have played it. I definitely love it, but if you haven't, then please let me know. My auntie, when I first started playing it way back when it came out on PS3, I got my auntie into it. She loves it, and if she's watching this, I'm sure she'll vouch for that in the comment section below. So this is why, again, love this playlist, because I just get to talk about games that I just love and I think need a little bit more attention. So there we go. That is episode 2. I'm shocked I've only done, this is the second episode for PS3 in this playlist. I hope that I've got that right and it's not the third, but nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're blessed in the gaming world to have so many choices of good games, and everybody has a different opinion, so be respectful and be mindful of that in the comment section below. But for now, guys, make sure you hit like, make sure you punch the red button and ding that bell to get notifications when I go live on stream or put a video out. The playlist, the schedule is in the description. All the links you need are in the description if you care to go and have a look. But thank you, guys, appreciate it. Got loads planned, more videos in the cards, but for now, have a beautiful day. My name's Gemma. Oh, and by the way, happy Thanksgiving to you all tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Hope you and your families have a great time. Guys, have a good one. See you soon.